Does anyone have a question? Oh, Jonathan Fagan.
Hello, Eric. Given kind of the unusual preseason that this has been and guys not available through all of it, where do you feel like this team is in terms of being ready for Wednesday?
We'll be ready for sure. Good thing everyone is healthy, and we're just ready to roll. We definitely look forward to the season and have high expectations, and we're going to go out there and play hard every game.
What are those expectations?
Well, we definitely want to be a playoff team, and when you get there, you see how far you can go. But with a lot of like I said, new coaches, new players, we just got to worry about having a good start, worry about OKC, and just take it game by game and kind of build from there.
Thank you.
Ben DeBose.
Eric, I know this gets brought up in some variation every year, but do you have a preference on starting versus coming off the bench? What's your outlook as it pertains to, I suppose, your role and the consistency or lack thereof in it?
Well, yeah, that's a good question because it's always been tough and weird for me. I just want to have consistency to where I either just come off the bench or start. I know previous years, I always go back and forth, and it always is, sometimes frustrating as a player sometimes. But, because when I start, coach wanted to use me to guard, best perimeter defender mostly and keep the floor spaced. And, but I, over the years, I know that all the coaches want me to have more opportunity offensively to really, be explosive if I come off the bench. And I'm fine with either role, but I know I'm going to come off the bench and just create a big spark for the second unit, and that's why I just look forward to it.
Dwayne Rakin.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Eric, this is kind of off the grid a little bit for you. You played for Monty. You played with Chris. They're reuniting. How do you see that working out, and how do you see that playing out with that reunion between those two?
Well, Phoenix, they're going to have a good team. I think they're going to be a sleeper for a lot of people out there. They're going to really have a good team. Monty is a good coach, and his style has changed. It looks like he's more open to playing faster, and because I know in New Orleans he kind of slowed it down, and he was more grind. But now he's got those guys really playing hard, and that's what I do know. And him and Chris, when you're already familiar with one another, from head coach and Chris Paul's like a coach himself, so for sure it's going to definitely work out. But Phoenix will be a better team.
Thanks, Eric.
Greg Bailey.
Eric, it's been a long time since you guys have played in front of even a reasonable capacity of fans. How great will it be to have fans in your building, and will it seem strange a little bit after what you had to play in those conditions under the bubble?
Yeah, it's definitely strange. It's hard to play games without the fans because they bring a different kind of energy and motivation for you, and it'll be good. Hopefully it increases fast, but I know we'll have fans at the game, but it's always good to play in front of fans because they bring a different energy out of it.
Mark Berman.
Hey, Eric, happy holidays. Has Steven told you you are coming off the bench tomorrow night Wednesday night you're coming off the bench?
Yes.
How are you, not everybody can excel at either coming off or starting. How have you managed to handle that with your mindset?
Well, yeah, my first thing since I've been here is I just really worry about winning. When I start, previous we've always had two prominent, dominating guards. Whether it's James and Chris, James and Russ, and now James and John. I just know that other teams are going to respect me and still don't want me to shoot threes, and I'll space the floor. But I know if I come off the bench, I'll have more of a chance to have the ball in my hands and be able to, create a lot of, opportunities for myself offensively. So So I'll definitely have that more of that chance coming off the bench, and I'm fine with either or. I really don't care. I've been telling every coach here since I've been here, I really don't care as long as we win. That's the main thing.
Adam Wexler.
Eric, in some years past, most years, it seems like you've said things like, I know when we're playing at our best, we can beat anybody out there. And what you said earlier about your expectations of making the playoffs this year, is there some uncertainty in your mind about what you have as a team because of a number of different things with the roster and obviously a new coaching staff?
Well, yeah, you got a lot of new faces around here. So the expectation is still high, but, it's not realistic because we got to continue to build with one another. We have a new way of things, and but like I said, we still want to make the playoffs and kind of see what goes on from there. And when you have it's almost like we're starting from not necessarily starting from scratch, but we got a lot of new players that are going to have bigger roles, and we just got to continue to go see how it starts just from Wednesday on.
Is it realistic to consider that maybe your opinion changes in February or March because you've seen what this group has?
Well, we'll see. Like I said, my expectation to make the playoffs, and we'll see where we're at in February, March, but hopefully we just continue getting better and better by that time.
We'll take 2 more questions.
Adam Spolling.
Eric, along those lines, does it feel like there's less pressure coming into this season than in the past?
To be honest, kind of, yeah, because, everybody looked forward to us to have that chance to win, and now we're kind of overlooked. So we're just going to go out there and just play, and the pressure's not really on, but we just got to put pressure on ourselves to work hard and fight for our way to get to the playoffs.
And last question, Jason Bristol.
Hi, Eric. Forgive me if you've been asked about this before, but your pizzeria in Bloomington, what made you want to get involved with that? And were you hesitant at all because it's a pandemic right now to start a venture like that?
Well, no. I've always wanted to get into the, restaurant business, and I've been thinking about having a pizza place for a long time, and it's been open for a little while now, and I wanted to have it in my college town because I like going back there here and there, and I'm still, knowing what's going on with the IU program. So, but it's good to have a pizza place that's in a great location right next to the football stadium, and it's been going well. So can't complain.
Any plans to expand, perhaps to Houston?
I do want to expand in Houston. Pizza place is kind of under the radar here, and I definitely want to have create a better market for pizza down here along the way. But we'll see. We'll see in the near future.
It's a tough business, though, man. I mean, there's a lot of competition.
It is, but Tillman's running everything as far as the steakhouse business. So let me have my way in the pizza business somehow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eric.
All right.